Good afternoon once again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the CRL Singapore Grand Prix. Of course, the second night race on the calendar.
With this amount of cars on track, the race start is always going to be risky. Be aware.
The lights are on, 4, 5, and off we go. Fairly even launch between Rafa, HSV and I from the first three positions on the grid. And through turn 1, doesn't look like there's any place to gain any positions. You actually almost lose the rear there. And HSV going across the curbs there. Dangerous stuff there. We've made a big gap back to Big Ox, so let's try and get an attack going on the Ferrari. Cuts another corner there and gets away with it. Big Ox is closed up slightly. We're going to get a big toe from the Ferrari here, it looks like. He's going to block to the inside. Now he's coming back to the right. We have a move down here and he's just turned completely across us and spun us out. So we are down into P8 at this point, and that's just gone horribly wrong. There's a Mercedes sideways there, up to P7 at least. And following Murph and the other Ferrari, going around the outside of the sling, and that's not going to work at all. A bit dirty stuff out there, Marbles. He's trying to get past the other Mercedes, and we've clanged into the back of him. And thankfully there's no damage to either of our cars from that. Meanwhile there's Afro, and we've passed him but haven't gone up in position. It says he's in first, so game's starting to cause some issues with itself, and Murph gets intimate with the barrier as there's two cars there together having a little bit of a dance, and Murph and I move up to third and fourth respectively. He was lucky to get away with that collision with the barrier as he has another collision and somehow snuck down the inside there without making any contact with the Ferrari. And indeed I'm onto the other Ferrari now, HS, who's gone very slowly through the sling on lap 3, and we're making absolute massive inroads onto the back of his Ferrari. Because we lost Tully there. We're going on the outside there, he's going very slowly, and all of a sudden he's coming back past us. Didn't even look like he had a front wing on then. I think there's some serious lag going on here. Perhaps that early collision we had wasn't his fault after all. Yeah, we're going around the outside there, that's not a normal place to make a move, so definitely something weird going on, especially as you consider that Rafa is 13 seconds down the road, and remember that, as HSV destroys his car, and we lose Danielson as well, so that Ford's going off completely. Yeah, remember that 13 second gap, and indeed 14 now, as we get to the second last sector of lap 4. Let's speed this footage up for you so you can just see that I don't make any mistakes, and now look at the gap, 50 seconds. So, yeah, this game just can't handle it. Something's going crazy. As I'm distracted by that, Murph tries to pounce on that down Raffles Boulevard. A couple of laps successfully. He has a big go down here, but the outside line does seem to be fruitful for me on that first occasion, but on the second occasion, not so much. Although, something must have happened to him there. Must have missed his braking point. We've gone back past. And again, the third lap in a row, he goes for a move down here at Raffles, and this time I hold it on the outside much better than I did the previous time and maintain the position. This time for first as Rafa is pit on the previous tour, and now we see him as Murph is pit before me, trying to overtake me. I'm not entirely sure why he's trying to pass me, because he's got so much of a lead on second place, which was Murph and I, having himself pitted already, so he didn't need to do this crazy stuff and put me in a wall there, but he did, so that's going to be quite annoying for us. So I mean, Murph definitely be in front of us, if I can get a word in, and it also means that we've got Afro right on our tail as we enter the pits. I think he's on the same strategy as us. There he is. He's actually going to overtake us, and he's on options. So this has gone horribly wrong for us. We're going to be off the podium in net 4th at the moment. Yet here's Murph, who's struggling it seems on this stint, and getting very sideways there. We've actually made a little bit of contact, but if we can get around the outside here, that would be fantastic. There's no space, but we've actually put the car there. I don't know how that's worked. We've got it down the inside, but we've clattered across the curbs and he's gone over and under. Nice racing here from Murph. In fact, he's actually done that. He's actually got the move done. We're going to go to the left of him though, through this place. There's no way you can get a pass on through here, surely. We've managed to do it though. We've got through side by side, and now at the hairpin we've finished the move off. There's a bit of contact, and oh dear. Well, that's awkward. He sort of pinched against the wall and gave me a bit of a pit maneuver there, but so probably a racing incident, but it looks like Murph is going to wait for us, maybe, perhaps not. Either way, we're going to have a go down here, and I think he is letting us through, in fact. Yep, and Barra's right with us, so we better get a move on for that podium position, and Afro's well down the road, as Murph gets disqualified, so that put paid to his effort for the podium. And Rafa goes on to win that race, his first of the series, finally. Afro in second, and we come third.
Congratulations, 15 points.
Afro actually had a penalty, so we were a little bit closer than we thought. Nevertheless, congratulations to the Red Bull driver, finally taking a win. It's Murph Danielson with 2 wins, Rafa with 1. I've been Jacko. See you in Japan.